I'm grateful to be here today, whether you're watching from the East Coast, the West Coast, the Midwest, the South, and with the way that everyone's working these days, you might be watching this from out of country for all that I know. Thank you for being a NAFA member, representing our industry, your clients. It makes a difference. I will say that it makes a difference. My name is Ryan Jewell, and I've served on both the Washington State Board and the local Seattle board for about 7 years, involved in political relations. I may have seen some of you at Day on the Hill in Washington, D.C. And if you're local here in Washington, certainly in Olympia as well. But today, for the purpose of this breakout, I thought I would share 5 simple tips to really mix things up. I think it's easy for us to get in the rut or just be in the zone, and we sometimes need to hit the pause button, if you will, and reflect on what we're doing. Maybe bring some life back to the practice, whether you've been in this industry for, some of you maybe only 4 weeks, some 4 decades. We all need reminders, but maybe some of the things that I'm going to share might be something new as well. But either way, my hope is that everybody at least has one takeaway. I'll never forget, one of my mentors said, we don't know when our next breakthrough is going to happen. We just have to keep showing up to trainings, to events like this, to hear people that it might be the 7th time we've heard something, but we hear it in a new way and we have some breakthrough that makes a significant difference in our practice, in our life. If you're taking notes today, I say note takers are leaders. Point number 1, invest in a nice setup. Invest in a nice setup. And that doesn't just mean literally your office. Do you look sharp? I mean, I could have shown up today because I've been a part of NAFA for a long time and showed up in a t-shirt and shorts. But for me, that's not respecting the situation that I'm in. It's not putting my best foot forward. I mean, I have my lapel pin on. I'm not a tie guy, but I have my jacket on and a nice pressed shirt. Is your office clean? Is it literally dust free? Is it not cluttered so that whether you're on camera or clients are coming in, it doesn't look disorganized? Because whether we like it or not, we're always communicating something. The lighting, what you can't see here off camera is I have a light box, and above me it's not a ring light, but it's a nice chandelier. And then actually before this, I actually had to check based on the sunlight behind me, are the shades drawn the right way so that I don't look blacked out or, the coloring looks right? Because everything, are we showing up as sharp as possible is really the point. The last thing about investing in a nice setup, you don't have to have, I'll raise it up here. You don't have to have a nice microphone setup, but is the audio sharp? And frankly, you might be surprised by this, but clients, they want to talk about the microphone setup. So you can use it as a conversation point. The second thing I want to point out today, build a dynamic relationship with compliance. And I know that it can be easy sometimes to want to butt heads with compliance, and we want to push things through, or we want to put something out on social media or do a certain event. But let's take care of our compliance officers. Be friendly. It goes a long way. In fact, I would say, when's the last time you sent your compliance officer a birthday card, a handwritten birthday card, or maybe send them a gift card for a nice steakhouse? It goes a long way. And I promise you, it does make a difference. It's really helped me out in my journey as well. Point number 3 today, when it comes to social media, again, whether it's your thing or not, start somewhere. I'm a huge fan personally of progress over perfection, but be creative and engaging. Maybe don't just use the corporate looking content unless you have to, but don't overthink it. Keep it simple. Don't worry about how popular a post is or how many likes you get, because if you look at those who've really built tremendous brands, they have that 20, 30-year vision. And like anything, it takes time to build momentum, to build up the followers. And then when you do start to be creative and make posts, don't post and ghost. That's a phrase I learned from a social media expert. If you're going to post something and people comment on it, comment back. Everybody's accessible these days. So set aside the ego, engage people, be thoughtful, have some fun with it, and then mix it up. You can take your own photos if compliance allows, videos, articles, have fun. Have fun with it. Point number 4, actually, it's in front of me and I look at it every single day, is a vision board and an intention statement. Maybe if you've never designed a vision board, which is really a visual picture of what you want to see in your life, and not just materials, but the impact and legacy you want to leave, and maybe the memories that you want to create with family. Create a vision board, put it up on the wall, and look at it every day. It's amazing to watch. In the case of my vision board, I've had this for, probably 9 years, and it literally is coming true. There's something subconscious that happens when you look at where you want to go. You really go into action. And then when it comes to an intention statement, some of you may have heard of a coach, Steve D'Annunzio. I just took one of his ideas years ago, and it's really a way to talk to yourself in the morning. So in the example right here on my desk, I'm not going to read the whole thing, but it begins with, today I begin a new day because I persist until I succeed. The separation is in my preparation. The past is gone and there is no tomorrow, only now. I do the things that seem hard today to live an easy life later, and I do what I say I will do. And I'll pause there. If you email me or text me, I'll give you the whole thing. But it really is a great way to shift your mindset at the beginning of every day and create the life for your clients and yourself that you really want to create. And point number 5, as we land this plane, have a paid coach. And not just a paid coach, a business coach, but multiple mentors. There's something magical that happens, in my opinion, when you are paying what otherwise could probably be a nice car payment, investing in yourself, getting outside counsel into the things that maybe you don't want to hear, because none of us, most of our friends and those around us, unless we're really seeking it out, they're not going to give us that honest feedback, because people don't want to make people feel bad and people think they're going to offend. So have a paid coach, have multiple mentors, and that can include those who are involved in joint work. It's really hard to be a solo one-man shop these days, especially with clients wanting to do, holistic planning. It's okay not to be a specialist in every area. Well, surround yourself, especially within the NAIF community. There's so many specialists, so many experts that are willing to help out. And maybe as an extra tip, while it's on my mind, is Toastmasters. In fact, when people are polled, the majority of people, they say, would rather die than public speak. And that actually used to be me. There's an international organization called Toastmasters. I urge you to check out your local groups. There are Toastmaster groups, literally often multiple in every city, and they will help get over the hurdle of the fear of public speaking, because that is a lifelong process of honing public speaking skills. I'm proud to be a NAIF member. Thank you for all you do. Have a great day.